Okay. Hey, gang. You guys know who it is. I don't need to do any introduction. Just kidding. How's it going, card fighters? I'm Gleaming Garmore, and BCS Duluth was yesterday. So I got up at like 6 a.m. I got up at like 6 a.m. to make sure that I got there on time. And we did. And I had a great time. Now, I took Spike Brothers this weekend. And you might have noticed if you follow Fuzzy Paradox, that there was one Spike Brothers in top 8. Now, your next question might be, was that you? Did you top with Spike Brothers? Well, let's get into the tournament report. Okay, so this list is slightly different from the one I played. I've already edited it since I got home. I was not playing the Greed On. And I was not playing the third copy of Breach Spurt. Instead, these were a fourth Dudley Davy and a third Machine Gun Gloria. But I've basically realized that like the ratios between Gloria and Breach Spurt needed to be flipped after playing that event. I actually didn't have much time to test my deck for the event, but I had a lot of time to like learn how the list that I had worked. I didn't have a lot of time to do editing on the deck list because registration closed like 2 weeks before, and I had to go with what I had. So I was like, okay, we're locked in. I'm gonna hope for the best. But basically, I got there and I just shot the breeze with like other Vanguard players for like 2 hours while we waited for bracket to start. And then like right before bracket started, I was like, hey, you want to get in a practice match? And I played against Link Joker. I played against a Chaos deck, and I realized that the spikes into Chaos matchup is not very good. By the sheer nature of being a Force deck, the one and hopefully not two front row locks become a huge issue because you can't because once your front row is locked down, you basically just have your Vanguard to attack with, and that's a lot of issues. That's a lot of issues for you if that's all you've got, because like essentially what you're doing is you're just going, do you have a PG? Do you have a PG? Do you have a PG? You have a PG, and even that doesn't work because as you keep placing force markers on the Vanguard, the Chaos player is ripping them away from you as soon as your things unlock. So you have to be really careful with like how you use your markers. I couldn't ditch Rising Novas for Stride because I really needed the force markers. Like it was genuinely such a pain to deal with. But that was just friendlies. I'm sure nobody's taking Chaos to this event. Sure. Um so anyway, I sit down for my round 1 match. It's against a guy from Triple Sleeve TCG. His shirt on one of the sleeves has the Link Joker logo on it. His sleeves on his main deck are the Noah Hoshizaki sleeves from G era. His sleeves on his G deck are Ibuki. And I sit over here with my Gurgit playmat and my orange card sleeves and my Korin keychain. My Korin keychain that I sit on the table before every match. And I look at him and I'm like, listen, you're not playing Link Joker. You're just trying to psych me out. Your sleeves are Noah and Ibuki, and your shirt has the Link Joker insignia on it, and your mat, Your mat is the Leonorn playmat. That's how I know you're messing with me, is because your mat is actually Leonorn, which means this is Neonectar. You are the only person to ever take Neonectar to an event. This is a Neonectar deck, and you are trying to psych me out before we play. You are trying to rattle me and put me in a headspace that I will not enjoy. I see this, and you can't trick me. And he goes, "Oh yeah, I bet your whole deal is a facade too. Like you're not playing golds." Anyway, they say time is starting. You have called me to a rearguard circle, but didn't you realize I'm here for band card? No! Not Kirf! But lo and behold, time starts. We go stand up Vanguard. He flips Neon Messiah. I flip Running Sniper. So one of us was playing the mind games. I needed this water. It's good for me. My throat was kind of going. But but basically, I spent a lot of time on like, I try to early rush him because I understand that like it's okay. Messiah won't do anything aside from killing you on second stride. Tragically, it wasn't Messiah. It was Chaos. He just flipped up Neon as the starter. And he flipped up Neon, and I was like, okay, I can deal with that. And then he rides the Crunching Deleter Barrel, the grade 1 that makes cards not be able to flip over at the end phase. And I'm like, oh, Deleter combo. Okay, that'll be interesting. And then he calls Starvader Cravenclaw behind it, and I'm like, man. And let it be known, I'm somebody who overtly likes what Link Joker does to the game. I like that Link Joker forces you to think, and I usually do not complain about the Link Joker matchup in any capacity. It's just that this is the first time that I have had to play the LJ matchup on a force deck, not making any extra circles to attack with. Every other time I've played the LJ matchup, I've been on like Gurgit or something. So I have to think really differently. But we are playing in our deck a very important card, Agile Fullback. Agile Fullback is a grade 2 10k power that when it's placed in the center back row, gets the ability to attack from the back row. So we do have a 10k attacker on the back row that if we're on Galley-Gabulus, becomes a 20k attacker and then returns itself to the bottom of the deck so it can't get locked later. I did end up winning this match, but I remember very distinctly there was a point where basically my hand was a Stridepotter crit, a Machine Gun Gloria, and an Ambush Dexter. And I looked at my opponent swinging, doing their last swing of the turn for something that I would need 10k to guard. And I thought, oh, if I guard with Machine Gun Gloria, I can use her skill. Gloria, when retired from rearguard, can counterblast 1 and call herself to an open rearguard circle. So I thought, okay, this is how I gain advantage here. Instead of losing a card to guarding this, I can actually go ±0 by calling Gloria. The issue is that Chaos sometimes plays this grade 2 that at the end of a battle can push itself into Soul and lock a rearguard. And I did not read that card before I guarded with the Gloria. So I called Gloria, and then she just got locked. So what I should have done is just taken the -1 and guarded with Dexter, and then I would have had the Gloria on the follow-up turn. It was kind of a mistake, and I really shouldn't have done that, but it ended up working out okay. It was really annoying though, because like there was never a point in this game where I had a column open. It was always like the locks were always like this, so I always had access to the fullback, and then maybe one more attacker, and then the Vanguard swing. But I never had access to one of the cooler combos you can do in this deck, which is drawing 4 cards in one turn. So let me walk you through it, okay? Our heart card is Rising Nova. Let's just say we have these cards in the soul. Why don't we? Just we have some soul. Our heart card is Rising Nova. Our Vanguard is Lawless King Galley Gabulus. There's Machine Gun Gloria on the rear guard, and she's in a position to boost a Breach Spurt. There's also a normal unit in the drop zone. There's also 2 normal units in the drop zone, rather. Just any 2 normal units. And then our deck is over here, and for all I care, the rest of the deck can be locked, or the rest of the field can be locked, for the sake of example. So Breach Spurt attacks. Galley Gabulus' skill. When my rearguard attacks, I can give it 10k power in exchange, or I give it 10k power in exchange for returning it to the bottom of the deck after the battle. Breach Spurt's skill. When it attacks a Vanguard, I return a normal unit to the bottom of my deck from the drop zone. All of my opponent's rearguards that can intercept have to intercept. And at the end of this battle, I'll draw a card and put this card into the soul. So we swing with Breach Spurt for 28. It'll probably just be 28 because they'll have ripped a marker away by this point. But at the end of the battle, instead of finishing resolving Galley or finishing resolving Breach Spurt, we use the end of battle trigger of Machine Gun Gloria. When she finishes boosting a rearguard, we can return both her and the unit she boosted to the bottom of the deck to draw a card. Then, the ability of Breach Spurt is still on standby, so we attempt to put him into soul. He's not there, so we simply draw a card. Then Galley Gabulus attacks. Galley's skill, I Soul Blast 1, and I search my deck for up to 2 grade 2 or less cards and call them, which will just be Gloria and Breach Spurt. We check our triple drive. We give some power to Breach Spurt. Then we attack with Breach Spurt, put a normal unit from drop zone onto the bottom of the deck, and then at the end of the battle, activate Gloria's skill, bottom deck herself and Breach Spurt to draw a card. Then Breach Spurt skill draws us another card. So in that way, we draw 4 cards by card effect, and then we have our triple drive, and then we are also playing draw triggers, so sometimes we draw another card. So that was 0 cards in hand to 8. Which is usually enough to survive a chaos turn, especially if any of those cards are PGs. So if I had actually not called the Machine Gun Gloria, or if I had not guarded with the Gloria, then I could have done that on the follow-up turn. And I really should have just not guarded with Gloria, because it would have been very useful to draw those cards and increase her survivability in the following turns. Because also my opponent just didn't draw G guards, which was amazing. It was so helpful that they didn't draw any G guards. But yeah, so at the end of round 1, I'm XO, which is really good. We're already off to a great start. Then I head into round 2. Round 2 is up against a certain deck you guys might have heard about. A certain deck that I myself said some pretty disparaging things about on stream once. Mystery Flare Dragon. So Mystery Flare is a Gear Chronicle gimmick deck where their mission is to bind as many different cards from their deck as possible to increase the count of grades in their bind zone to 19. And this is because of a certain grade 4 card with the ability, when placed, if you have 19 or more cards, or if you have 19 or more grades in the bind zone, you can discard your hand at the end of your turn and take an additional turn. But the way we handle Mystery Flare is that we actually set up so there's a Mystery Flare there's a second Mystery Flare in the Soul. And the way Mystery Flare works is that at the end of the turn, it's supposed to retire itself and write a grade 3 card from your Soul. But if there's no grade 3 card, you can just pick whatever you want. So you ride that second Mystery Flare. And then you resolve that one's skill so that you are taking 3 turns in a row. You are taking 3 additional turns. Or sorry. You were taking 2 additional turns, 3 turns in a row total. Now, luckily, my opponent failed to set up the second extra turn. They did get 1, though. But what I had done was that I had pushed them to 4 damage in the early game. Because I also went first, which is very good for this deck. Because I was able to use Rising Nova's ability to copy Dudley Lucifer, call out Dudley Davy. Dudley Davy gets Dudley Lucifer, counter charges, and we just kind of bash face because they didn't heal guard us. We checked a crit at one point. In general, we were always doing 2 to 3 attacks per turn. We were never just doing 1 attack turns. And we always had like Breach Spurt and or Fullback and or like Davy or Lucifer. It was very, very like, here's the thing is they low rolled and we high rolled, and I appreciate that. In addition, because of the number of like Breach Spurts and Glorias that we saw throughout the early game, we were able to draw into 2 heal guards so that we could G-Guardian twice. And I don't know if you know this, but Spikes have some pretty good G-Guards. I actually learned that one of the G-Guards that I thought was really good is actually really bad. It's not good at all. Because King of Interference, Terrible Linus, requires you to have a rear guard to activate and resolve its skill. Choose one of your rear guards, and you may put it into your soul. This unit gets power plus 10 for until end of that battle for every 2 of your opponent's open rear guard circles. Wait. No, I have just read Linus again. No, you do as much of the skill as possible. Linus would work there. Man. So, okay, never mind. Linus worked exactly how I thought it did at the beginning of the weekend. I take that back. Don't listen to that. But we had double G-Guard, which meant that we could resolve both Hecaton Geist and Villainous Evita. Both of these return cards from our drop zone to the deck, and Evita even lets us draw a card on top of that. We checked an OT at kind of a meaningless time also. It was on the second to last attack of the first turn. So we would have just if this were a heal, for example, we would have just been able to hard guard this anyway with a 10k shield, and then they would have reset my trigger power regardless. So they just say, okay, we're gonna end the first extra turn, stand and draw. My over trigger power is gone, so it really didn't matter that I checked it there. I mean, the draw was nice, but we didn't need it. Instead, I was just able to use like Evita to make up the card that I would have needed, the extra card that I would have needed. Where did Evita go? I was just able to use Evita to make up that extra card. Either way. And then after we survived that, we did just have full Galley-Gabulus combo. And for those of you who don't know what full Galley combo looks like, I'm going to demonstrate, okay? So, the cards you need are like an amount of cards in Soul. 2 or 3 works. This is probably too many, honestly. So you need an amount of cards in Soul. You need 2 CB. 2 CB for full combo. And you need Ambush Dexter and Adorbs Perm Rona. and then just any two cards to attack with. So we'll call it like Mikini Greedon. We'll call it Mikini Greedon because these are cool cards that I like playing, and they are high power. A nice added bonus would be to already have an agile fullback in hand to attack with. So this way, what you do is you go fullback, this. And again, these two cards can be anything. They just need to be cards that can attack. And and also you need stride cost. If you don't have two more cards, you can actually use Adorbs from Rona to grab a card, but it'll cost you a soul because you want to grab Dudley Lucifer to refund the counterblast. And then you'll be on Galligabulus. And we'll assume I just have no cards in hand after that. It's fine. So, also you would have force markers at this point, so we'll put them over here. Let's break this down, why don't we? Galligabulus gives +10 to any unit that attacks. Fullback can attack from the back row because we placed it in the center back row. So, we go 20k from fullback. This is attack number 1. This goes to bottom of the deck. Then we can go 21-31 from Mikini, attack number 2. This goes to bottom of deck. Then we can go 10, 20, 30, 43 with 2 crit from Greedon as attack number 3. Bottom of deck. Galley attacks as attack number 4. Galley's skill, you Soul Blast 1 and find 2 Mecha Instructors in your deck. And I'll explain what Mecha Instructor does in a second. But everything on your board gets boost, which doesn't really matter because we don't have anything to boost with. That's just a cool thing that it does get, that Callie does do. But now we do a triple drive with Galley. This can really be anything. It doesn't. It would be cool to check triggers here, but it doesn't. You don't have to. Then we swing with the Mecha Instructor for. This was attack number 4, so this is 24. 24 as attack number 5. Attack number 5 is 24 for Mecha Instructor. Mecha Instructor goes to the bottom of the deck. Now, when Mecha Instructor is bottom decked, you can put a card from your hand into the soul to bind a card on your board. Excuse me, to bind a card on your board and call it back out. So we'll call Adorbs from Rona. When Rona is called, or when Rona is placed, you can counterblast 1, search your deck for a grade 3, which in this case will be Demonic Lord Dudley Lucifer, and call it to rear. Dudley Lucifer skill, you Soul Blast 1. When it's placed by an ability, you can countercharge 1, so you flip that damage back face up. Then you're going to swing with Dudley Lucifer for 43 and 2 crit. Lucy to bottom deck. Then you swing with Mecha Instructor for 14. Now, tragically, if they check 1 defensive, Mecha Instructor does not hit here. But you use Mecha Instructor's skill after it goes to bottom deck. Put a card from your hand into the soul to bind Ambush Dexter and call Ambush Dexter. Dexter's skill. You counterblast 1, put a grade 2 or greater rear guard into the soul. And then you can search your deck for 2 grade 2 cards. Those cards will be Dudley Davy and Agile Fullback. Then, Davy's effect, when placed, you can counterblast 1, search your deck for a non-grade 2 Dudley unit, which will be Dudley Daisy, and call her. When Dudley Daisy is placed by a card's ability, or by a Dudley card's ability, you can Soul Blast 1 and search for a grade 3 Dudley card, which we all know who it is. Demonic Lord Dudley Lucifer. You can search Dudley Lucifer and call him out. And Soul Blast 1 to countercharge 1. That was attack number 6. You go 7. Or wait, was that attack number 6? Hold on, let me count. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then 7. That one was 30k. 8. This one is 28. 9. This one is 10, 20, 33, 41,000 power. And that's a 9 attack combo for 2 CB. Where most of your attacks are just like big chunkin numbers. And you get to use both of your force markers like 4 times for most of those attacks. Yeah, this deck is very good. It's so much fun. I love it a lot. I've been watching a lot of proofs videos where he's like, yeah, so check this out. Up. Hey, Zena Heron, thank you. Zena Rion, thank you for following. I've seen you around a lot. I really like your art. Cool art. But yeah, so that's the galley combo. And we did that. Darka Me, thank you for the follow. But but yeah, that's the galley combo. That's what I did against the Mystery Flare player after they whiffed the 3rd extra turn, and after I just kind of lived. So I was able to bash face it, and it was fine. Now round 3 is where things start to get hairy. We played against Revenger, and let me tell you, Revenger's such a cool deck. I was able to remember that because here's the thing, I had actually played against Revengers before. I had not done that, and then I went, oh, doesn't Raging Form have some kind of pseudo limit break ability on it? Shouldn't I not give Raging Form 4 damage? And I said, okay, we're going to put you at 3. That was too much. I shouldn't have done that. I should have left him at 2. Because at 2 damage, at 2 damage, he's not able to resolve Slay Hex and then also use the Revenger cards that call other cards out. So let it be known, if you're playing against Revengers, you leave them at 2. But I also went first and didn't write up because I knew that they would just, thank you for the hydrate, I need it. Yeah, so for those of you who are new here, I'm an affiliate now, which means that you can sub, I can play an ad, there are channel points. But 3 is too much damage to give a Revenger player. Don't do that. Instead, you should leave them on 2 and also make sure that they don't get first strike. Because otherwise they can just go Chain Ranker and then they get an extra drive check with it and everything. So like, but yeah, the matchup was really cool. And I had enough to do my combo, right? I had enough to do my combo. And I was going in. I was going ham. We actually found a way to finagle ourselves to that galley combo. And then They checked OT on the damage check. They checked OT on the damage check, which was a problem, to say the least. Yeah, so that was the first time that the accursed mechanic had really caused an issue for anybody. And it was kind of a bummer, let's be real, because here's the thing: is he was like, oh man, your combo looks so cool, and I was like, yeah, my combo looks so cool. And here's the thing: is I was like, your combo looks so cool, and he was like, my combo looks so cool, and he's like, it was so fun. We were having a lot of fun, and I was like, I wonder if I can actually push through here. He has like 12 cards in hand. He has like 12 cards in hand and 3 damage, and I'm like, maybe I can do it. But no. At that point, I simply have to stop and go, okay, I will now resolve the skill of Breach Spirit to draw a card. Ass. And that was my first L of the event. Then we played round 4. And here's the thing, is at round 4, we actually had to do a repair, and the guy I got paired against was sitting at the table next to me, and we had to pack up all of our stuff and walk like 20 tables down to play each other. It was really funny. But it was in that matchup that I was reminded that Bermuda Triangle cards, they have fair and balanced abilities and different names. Many different names. Let me bring my mic closer. Did you guys know Bermuda Triangle cards have a lot of names? They have a lot of names on them. Different ones, in fact. Just tons of different names. As you do. Because whoa, Chris, not again. Oh my god, hey Chris. Oh crap. Chris! Yo, Chris, thank you for the raid. I'm just talking BCS. For those of you just joining us, fun fact, Bermuda Triangle cards, they have names. A lot of them. Yo, followers, once again, let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh, raid time once again. Hi, hold on, is Nightbot banning people again? Because I thought I turned off the things that would be an issue for Nightbot. Is Nightbot banning people again? Guys, is Nightbot banning people again? Nightbot is not banning people again. Thank goodness. Okay. Okay. Thank goodness. Whoa! And DF follows me himself. Okay. Literally just, okay. Awesome. Let's go. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like, that's the thing is, imagine, if you will, if I could go, yeah, I enjoyed the event weekend a lot. What if I could go Machine Gun Gloria? That doesn't count. That's not there. That doesn't count. That's not there. Ace Spade 4, thank you for the follow. That doesn't count. That's also not there. That doesn't count. That's not there either. This one's not real. Whoa! Machine Gun Gloria! Whoa! Whoa, we are having a massive follower jump. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me make sure I get everybody. Aritanium, thank you for the follow. I wanna make sure I have everybody. The September reminder is just gonna Ren Angelo, thank you for the follow. The September reminder is gonna be one of those ones that I forget to turn off at the end of September. Because fun fact, I actually had a Nightbot reminder about backseating during the Xenoblade 3 streams, and by the time I was done with Xenoblade 3, I had simply forgotten to turn it off. Because here's the thing: is the people who were showing up to the Xenoblade streams were kind of stabilized, so I never had to like remind people about this. Thank you very much, Ace Spade. I got a couple of compliments on it at the event too. I actually was like, okay, I need to do this the night before so that it looks as nice as possible the day of. But yeah, we lost to Highlander, which was an oopsie, and now we were X2, which in an event with 30 players that had buy cards meant that I wasn't topping. But I was like, yeah, I'll play it out. We'll see. We'll just have fun. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. After round 4, I head out. I said outside of the hall, and I'm just talking to TIE Fighter, and I'm doing like trades and whatnot, and I also eat then. That's also when I get food. And I miss pairings being posted. I miss pairings. And I walked back into the hall after I realized pairings were posted. Pairings had been up for 10 minutes. The round started 5 whole minutes ago. So I'm like, well, rip to me. Whoopsie. I made a mistake. Give me just a second, chat. I'll be right back. Let me actually use the fancy BRB screen for once, because like I have this thing, and I never use it. Okay, that's twice now I've played Mr. Toei's music on stream. Let's hope they don't get us. I will simply mute those parts of the VOD if they ask. If Twitch is like, if Twitch is like, hey, was that double action piano form? I will be like, yeah, well. But yeah, I miss pairings for round 5, and I go to HQ and I go, hey, are you guys dropping for missed rounds? And they say starting at round 5, yes. And I am like, understandable. Have a nice day. Because like I don't want to. Because here's the thing: is I don't want to bother them. I have worked with these people before. I know what it's like to have to deal with like judging shenanigans. So I'm like, if that's how it is, that's how it is. I understand. So instead I go find Ty, and I'm like, hey, you want to play some friendlies? Because what TIE Fighter brought to the event was a Shura Kaiser combo, and it's really goofy. It's real goofy. You guys know about a Shura Kaiser? Who in chat knows about a Shura Kaiser, huh? The old classic Ashura Kaiser? Anybody? I should get some, like... I should get some, like, legal to play music on here. That'll be fun. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. I need some music. Okay, here's the problem, right? Here's the problem with opening the music tab on YouTube is that all I've been listening to for the past like 2 days has been character insert songs from Kamen Rider. So that's all that's being recommended to me. How about we put on like Xenoblade 3 OST? Do 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 do. Attack, stand, rinsed, and repeat. Yes, exactly. That's exactly how it is. Okay, I'm not doing 3 because nobody has uploaded like a calming Xenoblade 3 music compilation. But yeah, I joked a couple of times about how like I joked a couple of times that day about how actually the Ashura Kaiser and V collection is not a remake of an original series card. It's a remake of a Vanguard Zero card. Because it sure felt that way. There are some people playing the fabled Bear Down and Daredevil Samurai in their list. Ty wasn't, because he had Sazonda, and he's like, no, Sazonda's enough. Sazonda is enough power. But, did I actually unmute the mic? Did I remember to do that? Okay, thank goodness, I did. But, yeah, basically the gimmick of that deck was you rode regular, like, V-Series Ashura Kaiser, and then you strode into the new Stride from Premium Collection, and attacked with it 3 times by resting things with, like, the like martial arts guy and then Brutal Jack and standing them 3 times in your main phase. And then you superior road the Immortal Ashura Kaiser, so then your drives reset, and then you attacked with everything, attacked with Immortal Ashura, and then restood everything that has already stood like 8 times this turn, and so has 40k power from Sazonda. It's so goofy. It's so goofy, because also, if you live, he does just die. It's hilarious to me. I don't want to talk about I don't want to talk about the list I took much because it's like it's mid. It's fine. It's an okay list. But I did play this against him because I actually didn't bring another deck that day. But let's see, who else was there? Outer Orange was there. I said hi. Charlie Cardweeb was there. Apparently Nico Fernando was also there and got first place in Swiss. And I didn't say hi to Nico, and I feel bad about it. I still don't know what Nico looks like. Because I mentioned that, like, isn't Nico supposed to be here? And Charlie was like, and I was like, I don't know what he looks like. And Charlie was like, he'll probably be following me around. And I did find Charlie multiple times throughout the day and not say hi to Nico. And I feel mean for it. I feel really mean for not saying hi to Nico sooner. I wish I did. I wish I had said hi to Nico. Who else? Naru Samurai was there. Any other people you might know? I wonder. Oh yeah, there were more vendors at this event than there were at BCS at Springfest. At Springfest, there were only 2 shops. At BCS, there were 3, and they had some real pretty looking cards. Nothing that I needed or wanted, but some pretty cards. My god. I didn't buy anything because, I mean, I just didn't have cash for it. There was nothing I needed or wanted, and if there was anything that I did think was like, oh, I wish I had that, it was like some $30 SP, so I wasn't gonna do that. But yeah, actually, this deck is gonna go undergo further reworks because on the basis of me not owning a Bull Spike. Actually, let's see what Bull Spike is sitting at. Let's see if I can find one in trade value sometime. Let's see here. Let's show Firefox, why don't we? Let's show Firefox when we look for this. Dead Heat Bull Spike. Oh, they're sitting at like 10. That's not bad. That's not bad. We'll revisit this. This is fun. We'll revisit this. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. Not a thing. But yeah, we'll revisit this. Where's the button? There we go. There we go. But yeah, we'll revisit that. Bull Spike seems like an acceptable price. It's not that much. It's less than a Blaster Blade Liberator, and I would need one. So that's nice. But because I don't own a Bull Spike, I was like, what if we just go all the way with like, well, not all the way, because like full on into the Greedon package is not good right now. But what if we pick up like Greedon and Juggernaut Maximum, and we go, okay, we're just gonna do double Vanguard restands sometimes. Because like into the LJ matchup, I genuinely think that if I had the Greedon and the Max, it would have been a lot better because they would have had their one lock, and then I fill the rest of the board, and then I go Greedon, I go Greedon effect, Max effect, swing into Vanguard, and then put them all into Soul, and then swing, and then stand again and swing. For those of you who don't know what Max does, it says if 4 or more rear guards have been placed this turn, you can choose a column and stand it. If you stand this unit, it gets drive -1. So if you stand the Vanguard, you just lose the drive, and that's fine. Because that's still 5 drives that turn. Because Greedon doesn't actually lose drive when it restands. Did you know that? Greedon's pretty good. What else happened at BCS? I mean, I just had a generally good time with like, I just had a generally good time hanging out with people I hadn't seen in a while, and like, I really think that like that's what BCS is about, you know? BCS, sure, it's about the competition. Competition is great, and I love competing. But more importantly, you see people. And even if it's not meeting people you hadn't seen in a while, you get to see new people, and you can just kind of vibe. You can just chat with them. Because like I don't know if you've ever just been to a Vanguard event. It is so easy to just find some people who are talking about like whatever decks they like or whatever decks they don't like, and just vibe with them for like an hour. It's literally that easy. It's awesome. Because here's the thing is that like all of these people who are at this event have a thing in common. They all have a thing in common, and that thing has so much depth and nuance to it that you can just keep talking. And that's what it's all about. That's really what it's all about. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I think I just like playing Vanguard. I think I just like playing Vanguard a lot. Oh, another thing I did was after I got home, I redid my binder from the ground up. Where is it? Here it is. So yeah, like look at this. So full of cards. So full of cards. I love it here. Peter Booty Heater. No. But yeah, so we've got the first page, which remains almost unchanged, where I've got my Garmor Liberators, and then my original, my first card, my first boss monster. Thank you for the follow. My first boss unit ever, which is of course the TD5 Great Silver Wolf Garmor. We've got my Origin Rare Great Silver Wolf Garmor. And we've got the Japanese Garmor that we opened for the 100 sub special, like what? Only a year ago? Only a year ago, and we're already hitting like 700. Let me see this. It might have been 2 years at this point. I'm gonna go look. How long ago that was. And then down here, I've got just some Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I like. My son, my baby boy, Winged Karibo, a Performapal Kuribobble, because they just are cute. And also a Lost Art Burstinatrix, because I was like, whoa, they made a hero Lost Art. I need that card. Page two is the Haruhi Weiss cards. So we've got a Trouble Girl Haruhi in the center, and then each art of Endless 8 lining the outside. Let's see here. How long ago was the 100 sub special? We'll find out. Literally 1 year ago. 1 year ago, we unboxed the Slash of Silver Wolf Japanese trial deck. That was a year. And then we gained another 600 subs on YouTube between that time. That's crazy. That is insane. And then, of course, the Kinas Axia SD, which I didn't stage a buyout of. I bought out one store. Just because, like, I was gonna buy regular Kinas Axia, but there were no listings. None. Because, like, here's the thing, is that we just needed as many copies of Trans Rights Dragon as possible in the binder. But then we get to stuff that is currently for trade. So I've got 8 copies of Glue Ball. I've got 4 Thin Mist Banshees. Like, I've got a sizable amount of Grand Blue cards because I used to have this deck. I have an entire Hamskay core for trade if anyone wants to talk. I literally have the entire Hamskay core, including draw PGs. You just need to pick up, like, Heal Guards and the other triggers and stuff. I've got the Luard cards from Festival Collection, or from Revival Collection. I've got some Cyclones. There's a lot of, like, miscellany in here, if anybody wants cards. There's a Fenrir. There's most of a Bastion core in here also. If anybody wants Bastion, we can talk. This one is something I'm really proud of. There are 3 Bringer of Dreams Belinus Judge promos in here that are for sale, if anybody wants to talk about that. There's 2 Sweetly Smiling Ice Petal Shirayukis. There's some Chat Noirs. There's still more Great Nature cards in here. Hold on. Chat, if you'll give me just a second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, and then there's all this. There's a Raging Form Dragon, if anybody wants a Raging Form. Literally accepting trade offers for everything that I've shown so far. Literally just accepting trade offers for everything so far. Like, all of that is for trade. But then we reach the section where I keep the cards that I need to pull out later. This is where most of my Gold Paladin cards are. I think now golds are pretty much all that's in here, except for like a couple of token Ronbu cards. And then on the back end is where I keep all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards now. So these are also for trade. I've got a Change of Heart. I've got a playset of Super Polys. This is the DT Wingman reprint. We've got a Zeus in here, if anybody wants a Zeus. Dugares. And that's basically the binder tour, right? Yeah, for real, like, if anybody wants Judge promo Belinuses, please hit me up. Please hit me up. Because I will not be using these. These just kind of sit here. I wish that they had gotten back to us about, like... So here's the thing, is the timeline between BRO and BCS was so absurdly short that most of us had not actually been paid for, gotten our checks in the mail for BRO before our BCSs. Like, I didn't have mine yet. I genuinely just didn't have mine yet. Which also meant that they haven't sent out the like email where it's like here's a thing, here's a ticket to prove that you were a BRO judge, so that we can give you your items and whatnot when you go to a physical event. Because I would have loved to print that and turn that in at BCS, but I did not get that chance. Anyway, I know I said, and Super Death Drago, thank you for the follow. I know I said that I wanted to do a whatchamacallit. Yeah, I was at Duluth. We could have met. Sorry. I know I said I wanted to do remote fights today, but I'm hungry. Do I need to eat soon? I'm not done streaming yet, but before we do remote fights, who wants to watch Will Dress? Hold on. Actually, size of the amount of people here, we can do a poll. You know, a poll. New poll. Will rest while I eat? Question mark? Yay or nay? And you can influence the poll for an extra 100 Garmore Fun Bucks per vote. Because it has redeemed stretch. So I stretch. For 100 Garmore Fun Bucks, you can ruin democracy. How about that? Isn't that great? Yeah, there's now a poll in chat whether or not we watch Will Dress. Okay, so just a heads up, I didn't watch last week's episode, so we might not watch this week's episode right away, but I would watch both of them if we watch Will Dress. Okay? I think that sounds fair. Yeah, so it looks like yes, watch Will Dress is winning. Nobody has said no. I don't want to watch Will Dress. Don't take me to Brazil. So that's good. Everybody seems to either be in favor of or okay with watching Will Dress. Ad ran. Oopsies. Well, that's fine. And I don't know. All right, well, it looks like we will be watching Will Dress today. Reminder, I did not watch episode 9, so we will be watching episode 9 first, even though episode 10 is literally premiering now. But do not worry, for we will watch both episodes. We will watch both of them. Let me kill the camera feed. And switch which monitor is OBS and which monitor is Firefox. So that I can look at the TV show better. Now if you'll give me a hot second to actually go get the food. Because the whole point of this is I want to eat while I watch the show. Okay, so first we're gonna kill the Xenoblade music for a second. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Now let me full screen this and we're gonna adjust audio levels, okay? So when I hit play, I'm also going to begin talking, and you need to tell me if the show is too loud. Okay? Thank you. If I watch this VOD back, and I find out that the show is too loud, nobody told me, I'm gonna be real upset. There she is, Tomari Sito. I think she'd be a better character if she wasn't a cop. She shouldn't be a cop. If only the deck they've built, they take on the impregnable grand finals. I don't think you should call things that. Just in general. Here's the bracket. Urara versus Yu in round 1, which means Urara's gonna take her first L. Easy clap. The early rounds felt really good, because it was really hard to telegraph them since they were Swiss rounds. Audio's fine? Thank you! But like, the early rounds felt really good, because it was really hard to telegraph them, being Swiss rounds and everything. But, once you, a little up, could be higher? Okay. Alright. But yeah, since they were Swiss, like anybody could win any of those fights. It was more interesting that way. But now that they've cut to top 8, it feels like I can generally predict a lot of where these fights are gonna go, right? Like, Urara has to lose to Yu. Everybody that faces Yu or Raika has to lose because they have to fight each other in finals. It's like, hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back and look at the bracket again. Because I'm pretty sure they're on opposite sides of the bracket. Yeah, because Raika and Yu are on opposite sides of the bracket, this means that they have to fight each other in finals. Which means that everybody that fights Raika or Yu has to lose. They have to. Featuring new units. Everything will be locked.
Collection now on sale. Bushy Road.
Yeah, here's the thing is that, like, the fights we do see have been really, really good. I do love all the fights that we see. I wouldn't say that this tournament arc is, like, boring per se. I feel like it would be more boring if we had to sit through all of these random extra characters do all of their fights. It's just so weird that they got, like, character profiles and stuff beforehand, you know? Like, if they were just people who were in the shots, that'd be one thing, right? But, like, all of these guys got so much hype. Omedetou. Wait, hold on. Didn't they fly to America for this? Didn't they fly to America for this? How did Yu's family not know? I mean, it's top 8. All you have to do is win 3 games of Vanguard. It's that easy. Literally, Yu, I think you should play Gravidia. And then all you need to do is, like, check 3 OTs, and then you've done it. Yu's family is so full of weirdos. Just like complete and utter freaks. This is nice, by the way. This is nice, by the way. Just like a group of friends texting each other, being like, "Hey, we're gonna open some boxes."
ともう一度ファイトしてください。ちょっと待って、いきなりすぎるよ。一体どういうことなんだい？予選でのあなたとのファイト、すごく楽しかったんです。
あ
だったけど、勝負は紙一重だった。俺、もう一度あなたと。
あ this is so sweet.
それでわざわざこんな遠いところまで来たのかい？はい。長距離バスのシートは硬かったです。それは大変だったね。って、そうじゃなくて、わざわざ足を運ばなくても決勝トーナメントでの再戦だってある。待ちきれません。俺は今すぐあなたとファイトがしたい。やれやれ。君、かなりのヴァンガードバカだね。光栄です。まあ、嫌いじゃないけどね。君みたいなやつ。わかった。受けて立つよ。ありがとうございます。
No, this is actually kind of sick. This is exactly what Vanguard players are like. This show knows us so well.
望むところだ。何度負けても構わない。俺はそうやって強くなる。
僕、みんなに声をかけてくれ。お父さんの強さをみんなに見せなきゃ。
おい、見せ物じゃないんだぞ。
今からお父さんがファイトするよ。
ひろきくん、モンドさんのこと誇りに思ってるんですね。さあな。ただ俺は親父として息子に少しでもかっこいい姿を見せたいと思ってファイトしているだけだ。それがあなたの強さですか。スタンドアップヴァンガード。
Oh, this is a hero guy. Cool. Oh yeah, interrupting the episode because did you guys hear about the Ripple Infinite? Jaime managed to post a video about the Ripple Infinite loop. And here's the thing about that, right? Is yes, the Ripple loop can have infinite Excel markers. Yes. Ripples can feasibly have infinite Excel. But you do need to have as many Excel markers as you would generate by doing the loop. Because here's the thing about infinites in Vanguard, is that you can call a judge, confirm to them that your combo is an infinite loop, and then you must declare a number of times your loop is performed. But, one, this infinite loop must actually be infinite and not have variance. Otherwise, you do have to keep performing it. Two, the way gift markers work is that you must have as many gift markers as you're going to generate in a fight. You must. So, please remember, if you decide to take the Ripple Infinite to BCS, that when you declare your infinite loop number, you must have that many Excels. If you want to do your loop 100 million times to get over the over trigger, you must have 100 million Excel markers. Hey, can somebody clip that? Can somebody clip this discussion, please? That'd be appreciated. How many Excel markers do you think exist? Please tell me. Please tell me how many Excels you think exist. And yes, I will be discussing this issue with my fellow judges later on. But like, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is a thing that can happen. Anyway.
うららちゃん、相変わらずいい音出してるね。そうまだ帰らないの？今日はいろんな人たちにいっぱい話しかけられて気疲れしちゃって気分転換してたんだけど。大丈夫？顔色悪いよ。大会大変だったもんね。無理しない方がいいよ。ありがとう。それにしてもびっくりしたよね。男子があんなに盛り上がるなんて。そんなに人気なんだ、ヴァンガードファイトって。私も始めるまでよく知らなかったんだけどね。でもうららちゃん、その大きな大会で勝ち残ってるんでしょ？周りが助けてくれたおかげだよ。
Aww.
それでもすごいよね。配信の視聴者何万人だっけ？羽山うらら、最強の高みにテイクオフって男子たちが真似してたよね、中継のセリフ。やめてよ、恥ずかしいって。照れない照れない、我がクラスのニューヒロイン様。決勝は
This is adorable.
配信を見ながら応援するからね。
On streaming! On streaming! They can't name a platform. They can't name a platform, so they will watch it on streaming.
ごめんそういうつもりじゃないから。
お前ら、もう下校時刻だぞ。
はーい。
羽山、お前
Why does every overdressed character have the same nose, by the way? The same one?
じゃあ戸締まり忘れるなよ。
はーい。先生、いいこと言うじゃない。そうだね。うららちゃんはうららちゃんらしく楽しんできてね。ありがとう。じゃあまたね。バイバイ。私らしくか。
Give me 1 second. I'm back, and now I have a sandwich. A breakfast sandwich, even. 1 bacon and eggs. Oh, hey, Rika. Hey, Rika. Why is it so quiet? What has happened? Why is there nothing coming through my headphones? There we go. A lot of people take the bus, Urara. Now this is a Card Fight Vanguard classic. Just randomly stalking someone to a card shop. This is our roots. Respect our history.
Vi Schwartz. Meet Ichika, Nino, Miku, Yotsuba, and Itsuki as they arrive on the stage of Vi Schwartz once again.
So see, this is one of those shows where I haven't watched it, but I need to ask myself if it's actually good, or if it's like Friend a Girlfriend, where people hyped it up because they were just like, there's women in it. And I'm like, but they're not well-written women.
Card Fight Vanguard. Featuring new units. Everything will be locked. V-Clank Collection, now on sale. Bushy Road. 偵察か入れ
This is just what we do in Vanguard. Follow people to their card shops.
その方は見学者だ。あとは頼む。
お邪魔します。
ようこそ。ティルナノーグユースのファイトスペースへ。どうぞ。
はい。
よろしくお願いします。スタンドアップ、ヴァンガード。
この音。
ユースベルクでアタック。ダメージチェック。ノートリガー。負けました。どうして負けたと思う？なんとなく焦ってガードに手札を使いすぎたのかもしれません。それで次のターン攻め手を書いて。常に先のターンの展開を考えながらリスクとリターンを天秤にかけろ。なんとなくでプレイする癖は早急に直した方がいい。はい、ありがとうございました。次。
Overdress has been really good at having characters give each other like real criticism of their gameplay.
やっぱりあの人苦手だな。
ライカさんはいつもああやって僕たちを鍛えてくれているんです。強くなるには実践を多くこなし、負けたら理由をよく考え次に生かす。それがライカさんの考えです。
もう一度。
それにこれはライカさんの練習でもあるんです。空手でいう100人組手みたいなもんですよ。次よろしくお願いします。
いつもこんな練習を？
ええ、これはただの練習じゃない。僕たちはライカさんを倒すつもりで必死に挑んでいます。 ライカさんは僕たちの本気には本気で返してくれる。だから僕たちはあの人についていくんですよ。
自分の盤面を作るのに集中しすぎるな。デッキの最大値を目指すのはいい。だが重要なのはそれで勝つための道筋。
Yeah, listen, you're not always gonna go full combo, buddy.
ありがとうございます。次お願いします。
スタンドアップヴァンガード。
そろそろ僕も行きます。好きなだけ見学していっていいですから。
待ってください。
何ですか？
ライカさんはなんで私に見学させてくれたんですか？
ライカさんはヴァンガードファイトの前では嘘はつかない人ですから。
あの人、あそこまでヴァンガードに。私は
Oh, Eves.
皆さん。
お、ゆうゆう、こっちこっち。もう診断開けてるぞ。
はい。
強そうだけど何と入れ替えるか。
お、このカード面白いな。試してみようっと。
ゆうゆも大会に向けてデッキを考える必要があるだろう。そっちにドラエンのカードまとめておいたぜ。
Oh, this is sweet. This is sweet. They literally just opened a bunch of boxes and were like, hey.
まさかデッキ変えるのか？
いえ、そうではないんですけど。
Oh no, I'm still taking DE. I'm still taking DE. I just wanna read cards so I know what's going on. Based Yu. He's so smart.
なるほどね。ブラックアウトの代表たちがやる気なら俺らも手伝うしかねえな。よし待ってろ。今フルコン用意してやる。おいイースター、手伝え。おうよ。
ありがとうございます。もしもし。
よ、元気か？
どうしたんですか、泰造さん。何かあったんですか？
ああ、お前に会いたいってやつから相談を受けてな。ワンダヒルの場所教えたから。もうそろそろ着く頃だと思うぜ。ワンダヒルに行ってみな。じゃあな。
ちょっと。
どうしたの？
ワンダヒルにお客さんが来てるって。
はあ
？Who are you?
どこ行っとったんや。
リクさん？
Who is this? Who are...
さんもどうしたんですか？
どうしたもこうしたもあるか。俺とお前の決着はまだついてへんやんけ。
でもそれはリクさんが予選で敗退。
So they just brought out all of the randos to fight Yu for this episode because they needed a fight?
ブラックアウトに西のブレイジングさん。因縁の決着がつくまで予選は終われへんね。
そんな無茶苦茶。
I don't know who you are.
ブラックアウトが東なのよ。どっちかっていうと中部でしょ？
いや、問題はそこじゃなくて。
話すだけ無駄よ。
I don't know who you are.
無理やり連れてこられたんだから。
How you think we get a fight? See, I didn't expect a fight this episode. This looks like the setup to be like, yeah, but surprise, there's a fight. I didn't think it was necessary to have a fight this week. Like, there's enough going on in this episode that I don't really care if they do a fight. Oh my god. Like, who are you people?
派手でいい感じやんか。
いいんじゃないの？こうなったらこっちも受けてやるわよ。
診断 組んだデッキの凄さ見せてやるぜ。
受けてやるわよ。
死ん
I'd be like, dang, she's kind of hot though. But she does have the same nose as every single character in this show. This shot really shows how every character in the show has the same nose. Yeah, actually, Hexorb is so strong now. Hexorb is so cool now.
で組んだデッキの凄さ
That's part of why I'm getting rid of Bastion, is because I'm just gonna play Hexa now. Because like I have too many Bastion cards. I have too many Bastion cards, and I would rather have money than the Bastion cards because they are not serving me well at all. Like I wanted to build Youthberg, but also that's a deck that requires 3 triple Rs from the same set. So we'll see how that works out.
見せてやるぜ。
もうわかりました。やりましょう。
よっしゃー行くでユリュ
じゃあ私はあなたたちの相手をしてあげるわ。因縁の対決とやらに横槍を入れる。
See, she looks really good when you can't tell that she has the same nose as every other character in the show.
とうるさいからね。
お願いします。
あんたたち何鼻の下伸ばしてんのよ。最初は私が相手するわ。あら残念。まあでもあなたとやるのも面白そうね。
メインイベントの俺らは前座が終わってからやな。
またそんなこと言って怒られますよ。
かまへんかまへん。で、どうや調子は。決勝トーナメントは勝てそうな。
やってみないとわかりませんよ。みんな強いし。でも僕はライカさんには勝ちたいと思っています。
ライカにお前、組み合わせやったらあいつとは決勝
Most of the time goes into the fight animation. Yeah.
厳しいですよね。
いや、いいやんいいやん。
It sure does look it.
それでこそ
Like it,
俺の
like,
ライバルや。
I will be real.
そのく
I
らい
will be real.
世話なん
The
と
fight animation they show us looks beautiful.
それよし。
I really liked that during season 2, they started making it so clear that like they actually thought about how the fights played out
お前に任せる。
by
お前が優勝した暁に
they made it clear that they actually thought about how the fights play out by
それはさすがに
whatchamacallit.
すぎませんか。
Whatchamacallit.
いやと東のブラックアウトに
Showing us the full fights on the weekly streams. Like literally the turn by turn.
何揉めてんのよ。そういう時はどうするんだっけ。
ファイトで
Yeah, look, they took so much feedback from season 1. And then they took even more feedback from season 2. Like, so far they haven't done an episode that is weird about gender yet. And I hope it stays that way.
だないな。
さあみんな、長い夜の始まりや。
Like, season 1 is so okay. Season 1 didn't feel like a Vanguard show. Season 1 felt like a seasonal anime with all of the trappings of that and everything that I don't like about your average seasonal anime. But then season 2 made me excited to watch the show every week. You got all these shots of everybody like enjoying themselves playing Vanguard, and then it's Toya asleep on the bus.
もしもし、ダンジ？守備はどうだい？
Oh yeah, Donji's in this show.
分かったことはある？
I almost forgot. They Bastion eye cover.
そう
Yeah.
か。ありがとう。
Okay, maybe something magic is going on with this guy. Fine. I don't have to like it. I don't have to like that magic is happening now. But maybe it is. Yeah, like that's what like a normal person would think is like, yeah, he's just this guy just has like a big bad headache. What's the card of the week? Let's see.
今回は無双の天神リコルダを紹介する。リコルダのアタック時、自分のグレード
Discorda is so cool. Discorda is so cool.
完全ガードまではケアできないものの、トリガーでのガードを牽制できるこのスキルは相手のプランを崩すのに有効だ。ここぞというタイミングでコールできれば強力な切り札になるぞ。よし、まだ時間があるな。もう一枚紹介したいカードがあるんだ。修霊の転戦ヘルムナというカードなんだが、このカードはもう一枚紹介したいカードがあるんだ。
Nice. 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 They just cut him off. They let him show a second card, but they do cut him off. Lovely. That's great. That's excellent. Yeah, I do want to talk about Discorda, because, okay, so, brief ruling for Discorda. Toya actually mentions it in the episode, but, the way Discorda works is, it says, if your opponent's Guardian's grade is not 3, yeah, it hits over OT, but it says, if your opponent's Guardian's grade is not 3, the attack will hit anyway. The attack will hit. It's important to know that card text that says something cannot happen takes precedence over card text that says something can happen, which is the reason that you can still PG Discorda. So, in case anybody was confused about that, that's why that happens. Anyway, time for the episode that was just on. Let's see. Urura's in it. Let's see what she has to say for herself. I have seen so many Urura edits, including the lovely individual behind Bad Yu Tips made one where Urura plays the flute for Mirei, but it's the really bad flute cover of My Heart Will Go On. Aww. Aww. Oh, it's a dream. Watch this. Leonore is gonna appear before her in her dream, and everybody's gonna be like, Urura Sequalia moments. Honestly, they didn't need to spell out. They didn't need to spell out what this dream was about. I have enough media literacy to figure this out. Wouldn't be a Vanguard anime without an existential crisis. True! This show really is just hitting all of the notes. So, okay, so now they've set it up. now they've put us in a situation where regardless of who wins this fight, it's narratively unsatisfying. Because either we have to deal with Urura feeling like she has disappointed every person on the planet, or we have to not get Yu versus Raika round 2. And I think that's the problem with tournament arcs, is that, like, okay. Let me take a step back. Let me take a step back before I say, oh yeah, this is a problem with tournament arcs. Because actually, what this is this is good. This is good because it adds stakes to the fight on both sides. The problem is, right now I am rooting for both of these characters too hard for me to be like, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me rewind and also have the playback speed. So, great. Maybe there is a magic thing going on. Maybe. But also, this could be like in Kamen Rider Revice, when in the OP it shows George like experimenting on like robot riders in a tube, and nothing comes of it. Maybe. Hopefully. I'm sorry to anybody who's still catching up on Revice and thought that that would go somewhere. It doesn't. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Remember how we were talking about how like there's just a million side characters they've added now that like, why are these here? I do not know any of your names. This girl is my cursor even on screen? My cursor is not on screen. But the girl with like the twin tails and the ribbon. Like the one that's like, yeah, I play anti-meta decks. I don't play what's good. I play what I think beats what's good. And and it's like, I remember seeing like a post that was like, listen, if you identify with this character, there's like a 9 out of 10 chance that you're annoying. If you say the phrase meta sheep to me, I'm like, come on, get over it.
The final battle begins on this.
She rode.
Oh, they're not in America yet. Wait, hold on. So there's a whole other group in America. Oh my god. So we have to do this again in America, huh? Because that's where Daiji is right now, right? Not Daiji. Daiji, sorry, I mentioned Revice earlier, and that got Daiji on the brain. That's where Donji is right now, right? Oh, where is... No, okay, Donji is in Japan. Listen, I've forgotten where Donji is at this point. Oh, Donji did go to the US? Okay, yeah. Thought so. Heated drama between women.
しないように。
分かってるって。ほんと頼りになるセコンドだな。
お父さんのことは僕が一番分かってるからね。
お前にそこまで言われちゃかっこ悪いとこ見せるわけにはいかないよな。
みちるさん
Oh my god, actually needs to go to a hospital. Michiru, buddy. You actually need to go to a hospital. They're gonna have him die of disease in real life. Actually, hold on. Let's think about the deluxe bracket for a second, right? Wasn't the whole point of deluxe to be like big tournament figures versus underground team fighters who don't really participate in major events? Because if so, how come round one of finals involves a team kill? In fact, let's look at the bracket. Let's look at the bracket, why don't we? Let me go find the bracket. I'm pretty sure Nacha posted the bracket at some point. I'm just gonna look through her account and find the bracket somewhere back here. Like a week ago. See, the issue is that she's on Twitter too much, so scrolling back to find something from her takes a while. But we'll find it. We'll find it. She posted it somewhere. What was the date a week ago so I know when I've passed it? What is the current? Okay, so yeah, like the 28th. Wait. Wait, no, hold on. Yes. Okay, so she didn't post it. She didn't post it. So I don't know who posted it. So I will not be finding a picture of the bracket. But literally first game is a team kill. This is rigged. Can we talk about how rigged this is?
のターン、レイユにライド、リノのスキルでトリクスタをコール、さらにガロンダイトをコール、レイユでアタック、ガロンダイトでアタック。
ガード
ターンエンドです。なんだろう、いつもと何か。ねえうららさん、
How long did it take them to teach Ura how to read a card?
何がですか？
Because if you'll remember, her first game was with no skills on the cards because it's just like the trial decks. Oh no.
華やぐ旋律レクティナにライド、グラシアのスキルソウルから自身をコール、さらにコール。
Hey, wait a minute! Hey, wait a minute! Isn't the problem Leonorn has that it can't generate soul? Isn't the problem that Leonorn has that it can't generate soul? How come the grade 1 of the Leonorn ride line calls itself from soul, huh? What's that about? And what's worse is there's not a better ride line for you to play unless you're like, yeah, I'll call a plant token. Do you want to call a plant token? Is that what you want to do?
私は大丈夫、無理なんかしてない。レクティナでアタック、私ならできる。
You are having a breakdown. You are literally having an emotional breakdown. You are not fine.
うまくやれる。アタック、
ガード。
期待通りにできる。リアラのブースト、アップビート。
Sorry, hold on.
期待通り。
This looks... Hey, Urara, you're not okay when you start quoting Best of Inspirobot posts.
できる。リアラのブースト、アップビートドラゴンでアタック。
ノーガード。
リアラのスキル、手札を1枚ソウルに入れて1枚ドロー。ターンエンド。もし負けてみんなを失望させたら、カードファイトまで楽しくなくなっちゃう。そんなの嫌。私は勝つんだ。
来た。でもこっちだって。天輪放流ニルバーナチーバにライド。コール。
Poor Yu is playing this game thinking that Urara's having a normal one. But she is not.
ブラムベルリーナでアタック。
ガード。
ニルバーナチーバでアタック。スキルでブラムベルリーナをスタンド。
ノーガード。
ファーストチェック。セカンドチェック。ドロートリガー。1枚ドローしてブラムベルリーナのパワープラス1万。盤面しか見えてない。ブラムベルリーナでもう一度アタック。
インターセプト。
ガロンダイトでアタック。
ノーガード。
ブラムベルリーナのアタックを2回とも防がれた。
響け、満開の大行進。リアノーンにライド。レクティナのスキル、ドロップからスクセをコール。リアノーンのスキル1枚ドロー。
Oh, okay, this bumps.
コール、さらにコール。リアノーンでアタック。スキル発動。効率3枚でブースト。ドライブプラス1。さらにスクセのスキルでブラムベルリーナをガーディアンサークルに移動。
Woo!
ドロップに送られる。
ファーストチェック。ドロートリガー。1枚ドローし、フラッタードラゴンのパワープラス。
That's a really interesting skill, by the way. Move an opponent's unit to the guard circle.
チェック。ノートリガー。
リアラのスキルで1枚ドロー。さらにリアノーンのスキルで効率2枚をスタンド。
来る。
フラッタードラゴンでアタック。
ガード。
フラッタードラゴンでアタック。
ノーガード。
ターンエンド。
強い。一気に追い詰められる。
Damage count is 5 to 3. There's still one more soul.
うららさん、どうしてそんなに苦しそうなの？
And you are hurting.
カードファイトヴァンガードオーバードレス。ヴァンガードがシャーマンキング。
Anybody here ever watch Shaman King? I haven't. I don't know anything about Shaman King other than what I have read on Vanguard cards. That's all I got. There's like a Necromancer.
Vi Schwartz. Meet Ichika, Nino, Miku, Yotsuba, and Itsuki as they arrive on the stage of Vi Schwartz once again. The quintessential Quintuplets 2 booster pack, now on sale. Bushi Road.
Vi Schwartz. The final battle begins on the stage of Vi Schwartz. Attack on Titan, final season. Now coming to Vi Schwartz as an English edition original. Wild Egg Plus booster pack and supply set coming soon. Bushi Road.
Card Fight Vanguard. Featuring new units. Everything will be locked. V-Clan Collection, now on sale. Bushi Road.
もう後がない。このターンで決着をつけなきゃ。ペルソナライド
Interesting. I might check it out.
ドロップからトリクスタとビルスキルをコール。まとえトリクスタビルズベルリーナの装いにクロスオーバードレス。スキルでドロップからブラムベルリーナを手札に加える。
Okay.
よし、続けてクロスオーバードレスで。本当にここで全部出し切って大丈夫か。
Should I really go all out now? Because if we miss, we move Brom Virina to the guard circle again. No. No, I think you're good.
ビルズベルリーナでアタック。
Literally just play a little bit conservatively for 5 seconds.
スキルでビルズベルリーナをスタンドアップ。
ノーガード。
ファーストチェック。ヒールトリガー。
Nice.
ビルズベルリーナのパワープラス1万。ダメージ1枚回復。セカンドチェック。クリティカルトリガー。
Nice.
ジーバのクリティカルプラス1。ガロンダイトのパワープラス1万。
ダメージチェック。クリティカ
So
ル
we've effectively reversed the situation.
プラス1万。
Unfortunately, Leonore gaining some power.
2点目。聞こえた。オーバートリガー。
Ah! I thought they were just gonna stop writing this thing into the show!
ナノンのパワープラス1億。
この感覚。最初にファイトした時より強くなってる。まるでカードに愛されてるみたいだ。フラッタードラゴンにアタック。もう一枚のフラッタードラゴンにアタック。ターンエンド。
Yu is doing the smart play and not simply ending turn.
そうなのはどうしてなの。
咲き誇れ私の音色。ペルソナライド。
また。
リアノンのスキルフェストーソドラゴンをコール。フェストーソドラゴンのスキル山札の上から3枚見てレゾナンスドラゴンをコール。
You know, guys, I kind of want to play Leonore.
でブースト。ドライブプラス1。
I know I said, oh yeah, I should get, if I get any of the TDs, I should get Youth Burk because I already have a bunch of Keter Sanctuary cards.
じゃあガロンダイト。
But I kind of want to play Leonore.
完全カード。
ファーストチェックノートリガー。セカンドチェックノートリガー。
Is fun but cope? Alright, well actually, okay.
ソドラゴン
Admittedly, Youth Burk is also kind of cope right now.
プラス1。
So what I should do is just focus on finishing Hexa Orb. And then, actually, I do need to pick up at least one TD anyway, because I need,
スキル発動。
preferably 2 TDs. So maybe I should just pick up both the Leonore and Youth Burk ones, because then I have 2 copies of the PG.
まだだ。
Waiting for Draw Jeweled, as you do. Understandable.
ビルズベルリーナでインターセプト。ビルズベルリーナは
You know what would be an interesting mechanic? You know what would have been an interesting mechanic? If they had overdress units that intercept, separate. Like, separate into original dress and whatnot, right? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! The Nightbot tip thing doesn't even actually work because it says tip remember because I didn't put a space. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
クロスオーバードレス状態の時シールドプラス1番
But I was gonna say it'd be interesting if like the guard circle was the one exception to the overdress units remaining associated with their original dress, so that Trickstar's 5k shield could be attached to every Virina. Because like other than Bills, all of the Virinas that get a bunch of original dresses aren't grade 2s anyway. So it would only be relevant in a couple of situations, and then it would just make your grade 2 Virinas 10k interceptors. Bills would be 30. That'd be pretty cool.
これって
やっとこっちを見てくれたね一緒にファイトしよう
Why is my bitrate 0? 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 Bitrate, please climb. Bitrate, come on! What's happening? Oh, it's back. Never mind.
君と僕のファイトを
私の
うららさんがやりたいのはどんなファイト
私のファイトって私がやりたいファイトってどんなだったっけあれ困った時のおまじないそううららちゃんその先だよ
Aww.
そうだ忘れてたな周りの応援に応えなきゃってそんな焦りばっかりでちゃんと聞いてたはずなのにずっと聞こえてたはずなのに綺麗な音それに優しい音
See, here's the thing. I don't think they're gonna be like, yeah, Urara has Psyqualia. I think this character literally just has synesthesia. I think she can hear feelings.
この音と一緒に
I think she associates sounds with feelings. I think that's what's going on here. And that's all that needs to happen.
周りに合わせるんじゃない自分の音を重ねるってことだったんだそれが私のやりたいファイト
やろうよそういうファイト
はい
行くよドロップに送られたビルスキルをコール
私はターンエンドです
それじゃあ僕のターンドローペルソナライドジーバのスキルでドロップからトリクスタとプラマーダをコールもう一度的へトリクスタブラムベルリーナの装いにクロスオーバード
また出てきたなんで
I added it with Bills, remember?
ベルリーナで手札に加えたやつずるい
ブラムベルリーナでアタック
通しませんよガードインターセプトです
ジーバでアタックスキルで
Have they released this song anywhere yet? This song needs to be released somewhere. It's good.
ファーストチェックセカンド
Whoa, you can't stutter like that. Why are you G guarding?
のパワープラスプラス1
両秒ぶっちゃけピンチだけど楽しくなってきちゃった
このアタックは耐えられるかなビルスキルでアタック
ならば受けて立ちましょう完全ガードです表面
ラムベルリーナでアタック。
ノーガード。
ブラムベルリーナのスキル、相手のリアガードを退却。ターンエンド。
これが誰かと一緒にやるファイトですか？
誰かと一緒に気持ちを通じ合わせるファイト。僕は人と関わるのが苦手で、学校にも馴染めない時期もあって悩んだりもして。だけどブラックアウトのみんなと出会って、ファイトしてる間は本音で話せるって気づいて、今は仲間も友達もできた。少しずつだけど変われてる気がする。
強いな、ゆうゆさん。
強くないよ、一人じゃ全然ダメなんだ。いや、だからこそ僕は誰かと心が通じ合えるファイトが一番好きで一番楽しいんだ。
そっか、私ももっと楽しみたいです。もっとファイトしていたい。私のターン、ドロー。リアノンのスキルで1枚ドロー。スクセをコール。アップビートドラゴンをコール。この子もコールする？それともリアノンのスキルのコストに使う？
Yeah, you should probably Leonorn's skill.
1枚もし持っていなければリアノンの強力な一撃を防げないはず。何より私は私で勝ちたい。リアノンでアタック。
Yeah, Leonorn's skill is right here.
プラスと1と手札を1枚捨てることで後列3枚でブースト。ドライブプラス1。さらにスクセのスキルブラムベルリーナを
Boost Bam Vina, Bam Vibida, Bram Virina to the guard circle, which is worth 0 shield, and then he PGs! He has it!
セカンドチェック。サードチェック。私は持ってない。でもスキルで後列2枚をスタンド。
ここは何としてもしのぎ切ってみせる。
リアラのブースト。アップビートドラゴンでアタック。
バーニングフレールドラゴンでガード。
Man.
ぶつかったのになんで耐えきっちゃうんですか？
こっちだって必死だからね。
Sorry!
僕のターンだ。
はい。
ドロー。ジーバのスキルでドロップからトリクスタガロンダイトをコール。ガロンダイトでアップビートドラゴンにアタック。ビルスキルのブーストニルバーナジーバでアタック。
ノーガード。まだ終わりたくない。
ファーストチェック。
もっと楽しみたい。
セカンドチェック。
もっともっともっと。
Dude! Good app! What a game! That felt excellent!
ゆうゆさん。すっごく楽しかったです。
僕も。
勝者狭間見てる。
本当に
Yo!
お父さん。最高だった。僕もいつかお父さんみたいなファイターになりたい。
勝者小島ライカ。
負けちゃった。
カウンターファイターにはあなたのような選手もいる。覚えておきます。
勝者エバタトウヤ。
めぐみ、
あんた、私に勝ったんだから優勝以外は許さないからね。
お。
Actually, hold on. Okay, so I know that literally half of the people who topped in this tournament were members of Team Blackout. But that doesn't mean that there should be 2 blackout team kills in top 8. Like, excuse me?
いいファイトだったよ。でも負けたじゃん。あんなに頑張ったのに。あんなにいっぱい練習したのに。次は絶対に次は。
今は泊まりに任せよう。
はい。当たり前だけど、いろんな人がいろんな思いでファイトしてるんですね。
うん。
いろんな人たちのいろんな音に私の音を重ねてみたいってそう思いました。私もっともっと頑張ります。
君のファイトはどこか昔の俺に似ている気がする。
Oh my, he literally walks up to Rika and goes, "You have a problem, buddy."
だからこそ負けるわけにはいかないな。
Dude, I have to beat you because you have a problem.
カードファイトヴァンガードオーバードレス。ヴァンガードがシャーマンキングとコラボ。モチレート目指せヴァンガードキング。ヴァンガードタイトルトライアルデッキタイトルブースターシャーマンキング11月5日同時発売。ブシロード。
Vi Schwartz. Meet Ichika, Nino.
Okay, so
Itsuki as they arrive on the stage of Vi Schwartz.
that was just some good Vanguard this week.
Essential quintuplets too.
I'm glad I watched that.
On sale. Bushi Road. うららです。今回はででーん、レゾナンスドラゴンを紹介します。レゾナンスドラゴンが
Whoa, a triple rare! If you have boosted 5 times in the turn Resonance Dragon attacks.
した後、このターンに5回以上ブーストしていれば、レゾナンスドラゴンをソウル
You can put it into your soul and stand or rear guard.
させます。リアガードをスタンドさせるということはですね、リアガードをスタンドさせてアタックできるってこと。
Wait! Wait! This means Leonorn can play Inlet Pulse now. Guys, Leonorn can play Inlet! They have a way to another attack. Let's go! See, they've done something interesting here. Because now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I really want Toya to win. But lore-wise, I want Youthberg to win. You know? Anyway, we've been going for 2.5 hours. There's one more thing I want to do, and that's read some Hexa Orb cards in set 6. I genuinely want to just read like whatever is going on in set 6. Let's see here. So the good news is that what's the set we get this month? What do we get this month? I think we get Shaman King this month because next month is set 6. I'm pretty sure Shaman King is this month, and then next, or it might be Lyrical. No, they just finished revealing Lyrical, so there's no way, right? Yeah, Lyrical's in November. So it's probably Shaman King. We'll check. Shaman King. Shaman King Volume 1. Yeah, Shaman King comes out in like 4 days. Okay, so, first of all, the good news is that all of the triple rares in this set for Keter are dedicated to Youthberg. Which means I need nothing in the triple rare slot if I'm playing Hexa. Now let's look at these. So Octary Sorceress. Octaray Sorceress, rather. When placed on rear, if you have a grade 3 or greater Sorceress Vanguard, CB1, check top 2, and put a card from among them into your hand, rest on the bottom. Wait. Choose up to 2 cards. Hold on. Yeah, set 6 is the OT reprint set also. Whoa! This is crazy! Now it bottom decks the card that it puts back, but I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that. But it's literally CB1 to draw. And then we also have when your Vanguard is placed by writing from a grade 3, Soul Blast when retire this counter charge, one of your Vanguard gets +5. So this card is genuinely like, this card's gonna be crazy. We need this card. We don't need Free Day. That's a Youth Brick card. What is this card? We're gonna search. If the search will work. Oh, I hate Wiki as a website. I think Departure Towards Daybreak is the Youthberg order card, so we don't need to read that. Quadracast Sorceress. Okay, so Wikia just isn't working. So now we're gonna go find somebody to raid, I think. I think that's enough out of me. I also have stuff to do today. Is anybody currently streaming Cardfight Vanguard, or is it just me? It's just me, so I can't send you guys to another Vanguard player right now. Literally, I do want to do a raid. I just need to find somebody, okay? Yeah, no, I can't. I don't see anybody that I could raid. So, I'm sorry. But I guess we won't be doing a raid today. So, I'm just going to sign off now. I will see you guys later, alright? Bye!